Hello, good evening, and welcome to the channel of Goddess of Healing. Today, my topic of discussion is sleep. And before we continue, please like and subscribe my channel. And for more updates, you can even follow on my blog www.miraom.com. You can sign up for email updates and then you get more information about any events or workshops or things like that. And now back to sleep. Sleep is a very important component of Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, there are three pillars of health. The first one is nutrition, the second one is sleep, and the third one is sexual energy. So that means sleep is as important as nutrition to restore and provide wellness to the mind and body. And why is that? Because sleep is made of two elements, the water and the earth element. And as I explained in my previous videos, water and earth are very heavy and supportive. Like water is lubricating and earth is provides structure. So anything that is weak or unstable or rough, then these elements are overcome by water and earth, and that is what sleep is. So what is weak and what is not, what the mind, the mind, thoughts and emotions, these are made up of the air and space elements. So they don't have structure. They are very flexible, they can move around. So how are these structures supported? If you leave it just to these elements, they will never be supported. So sleep allows the mind, moods, emotion and thoughts to feel nourished, supported and grounded. That's why sleep is a very, very essential part of life. The whole animal kingdom and humans sleep. And the best sleep is connected to the rhythm of nature. When the sun sets and the night becomes and the sky becomes dark, and when the sun rises, between these 2 points is when you're supposed to sleep. And we have a circadian rhythm within us, which is an internal clock which matches the rhythm of nature. So when the circadian clock is in rhythm with nature, we have good sleep habits and we feel refreshed after our sleep. But this clock is disturbed if you don't follow the rhythm of nature. For example, sleeping late, the start of artificial light and electricity, this has naturally created a disturbance in the rhythm. And traveling, as you know that when you travel like the opposite side of the globe, you get jet lag. That's because your circadian rhythm has been thrown out of order. So it's very, very important to be in rhythm with nature. So that is the basic foundation of a good sleep. To sleep when the sun sets, around say between 8 to 10 p.m. you should fall asleep. And then you can get up around 6 a.m. or even earlier. If you have slept around 8 to 10 hours, that's good. But there is different parts of the sleep. So between 8 p.m. and 12 a.m., you have a deep rest where it's called non-REM sleep, where you don't get that much dreams. And there have been many studies which show that if you miss this part of the sleep, it is very hard to recover this, restore it even by catching up with your sleep on weekends or something like that, because the quality of sleep between 8 p.m. and 12 a.m., this is very like critical. This is the most nourishing part of your sleep. After that, it goes into a different phase. It becomes more lighter with more REM sleep, which is like where you have rapid eye movement and you have more dreams. And it's okay to get up early. Like if you get up at 6 a.m., that's good, but if you get up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m., that will not harm your or affect your restoration of your body or mind. But yeah, sleeping late will definitely affect you and create a sleep deficit. And chronic sleep deficit is very, very hard to restore and recover, because it takes weeks to restore the sleep lost before midnight. So if you're a chronic late night sleeper or you're on shift duty, this is going to play havoc. And you have to take extra measures to really support yourself, maybe with herbs or something. And there is a Harvard University study which shows that people with sleep deficit, if they have 10 hours sleep, then that is a very good way to restore themselves, but without having recurring chronic sleep deficit. And what is sleep or deficit associated with? It is associated with all kinds of mood disorders, anxiety, depression, irritability. It is associated with lack of focus, inability to concentrate, falling asleep at the wheel, things like that. It is also affects your body eventually. You will age faster. You have a greater chance of cardiovascular disease, diabetes, strokes. So it starts by affecting the mind more, and then the mind, when it's not functional or refreshed to its greatest strength, then the body will follow with weaknesses and ailments and diseases. So sleep is important for the human body because it is a direct source of this water and earth element, which is very nourishing, and it's very hard to replace. So sleep, how has it been defined in Ayurveda? In the Ashtang Hridayam, it has been defined as the source of happiness, nourishment, strength, knowledge, and also sexual prowess. So without a good habits of sleep and habitually getting good sleep, you will become unhappy. You will lose mental strength first and then your physical strength. You will always feel fatigue, irritable. So I'm going to cover the doshas in the next videos, but the vata dosha and the pitta dosha, they are made out of the higher elements like space, air, and fire. And whenever you have imbalanced sleep, that means you have imbalanced vata or imbalanced pitta, because kapha is a heavy element, is a heavy dosha, and it is similar in its composition to sleep. And both the kapha dosha as well as the sleep, they're both made of water and earth elements, and both are very grounding. The only problem with kapha dosha is that they can oversleep, which makes them groggy and grumpy. That is another area. But usually people who are suffering from insomnia and unhealthy sleep habits, who like to be on social media, internet, who like to overthink at night, they are eating into their source of brain nourishment. So if you have vata imbalance or you have pitta imbalance, then you should do certain things to kind of bring it back into balance. First of all, you should not have an irregular lifestyle. Try to switch off all electronics before 2 hours before your sleep time. No social media, no internet, no TV. Read happy books, or you can meditate, or just have some family talk time. That's fine. and stop stimulating your senses, and make your sleep space conducive for sleep. There should be no extra lights or noises or um, any distractions, so that you can fall asleep and stay asleep. It should not be too hot, too cold. So make your sleep zone, um, make sure that it's nice and inviting and quiet and dark, so that you can fall asleep and enjoy sleeping. And if you are getting up in the middle of the night, or having difficulty sleeping, then you can get some herbs to support you. For example, pitta is they feel hot, or they have this emotional turbulence. So amla, a very cooling herb, is good for them. But one of the best herbs for people who have difficulty sleeping is ashwagandha. Now, ashwagandha, what it means, it's a super herb in Ayurveda. It is called the king of herbs. And why is it called the king of herbs? Ashwa means horse and gandha means smell. So like a horse, it gives you the strength. Strength for what? Strength for overcoming fatigue. Mental fatigue, emotional fatigue, body fatigue. Every day we are fatigued by all the things we do and all the stimulations we have around us. So ashwagandha is a great herb which has the power to calm you as well as energize you. So a little bit of warm milk with nutmeg and a bit of ashwagandha powder in it, it would be a great sleeping aid, especially for people who have nervous disorders, mood disorders, their old age, weak, sick. It's a great herb to support them. And what else? Yeah, so if you have good sleep habits, keep them up. Don't play around and monkey with them, because it's easy to break up a good sleep habit, but it really takes a lot of effort to restore them. You really have to work for several weeks at it to get back into the rhythm. Protect your sleep habits. Protect your whole family's sleep habits. So even if you can't sleep at 8 p.m., aim to be in bed by latest by 10:30 p.m. So at least you get two hours of the sleep before midnight, which is the most restorative sleep. And if you want to get up early, you want to sleep less, then get up early, like maybe 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock, and you can do meditation or pranayam or yoga and study. This is actually an excellent time to study. The morning time is kapha time. Again, the water and earth elements are very strong. So any studies or anything you do at this time, it just soaks in, and you feel energized and empowered. So if you like to study extra, get up early, which I personally find it very hard to get up early. But again, if you are habitually sleeping on time, then your body will start falling into that circadian rhythm, and start matching up and start tuning into nature, and you fall asleep like nature when the moon is up, and get up when the sun rises. And this rhythm of nature is most nourishing. So respect nature, respect your body, respect your mind, and follow my channel. Like, subscribe, go to my website, sign up for emails, and if you have any queries or anything to say, please feel free to leave a comment. And I will be putting the links of my website and the study in the section below, and you can go and follow up on those things. Thank you. Have a great day.